How's it going, guys? Back with another Mustang video. So I'm currently in the middle of doing a project or wrapping this project up. So I figured while I was out here, I'm going to film a little bit for you guys, walk you through what I'm actually doing. I do post to my TikTok and my YouTube channel. I do different content on both because this one I go side to side, flip the camera, and then on my TikTok it's up and down. So it's a little bit of different content, but for this project, I did do the raw footage on my TikTok. So if that piques your interest, go over there. It's 2 Valve Pony Productions. It's the same as my YouTube channel, but I got different content on both platforms. But yeah, I utilized and actually picked to do this whole job on my TikTok instead. But I decided to come on here and walk you guys through what I'm going through right now. I'm actually currently in the middle, or actually wrapping up a transmission drain and fill on the car. No, don't get it mistaken for a flush. I would never recommend doing a flush on a high mileage vehicle. I'm pushing 170,000 miles on the car, so I'm just basically dropping the pan, cleaning it up. There's a little magnet in the bottom of that pan. Clean that up and swap out the filter, bolt it back up. This is the 4R70W transmission, the automatic. So basically half of the fluid is still going to be in the torque converter and through the lines and stuff. So I'm just getting basically half of that fluid, but I really want to utilize and swap out that filter. So that's the main reason, and cleaning up that magnet that collects all the shavings and stuff will be very beneficial. So let's walk over to the bench here. I actually went to the dealership and picked up the recommended fluid, the Mercon 5 from the dealership. I picked up 6 quarts of that. I did swap out the filter and stuff already, but it came with this rubber gasket that I did not use. I actually, on these cars, the gasket is actually reusable if it's still in good condition, and it was. So let me take you over here as well. This was the fluid that came out of the car. It's not too bad, but it's not perfect either. So yeah, 170,000 miles, and an indication to know that this has never been dropped. The pan has never been dropped. You can see that little plastic little rivet. That is actually a little plug that goes in the factory line they have at the bottom of the transmission. So when they actually throw that dipstick down there for the first time, this pops out into the bottom of the pan and it just stays there. It doesn't harm it or anything, but that is the biggest indication that that the pan has never been dropped. And this is the filter. Yeah, you can see. I mean, it's a light dark, but you can still see. But yeah, it was definitely time to just routine maintenance, do it, get it over with. Let me get on my little creeper here and get under the car. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're under the car now. Let me see how I'm gonna do this real quick. So here's the pan. While I was, having it off, I actually utilized and I cleaned it up a little bit. That way, when you do drop the new fluid in, it's easier to see and check for leaks. Like I said, there is no drain plug. So when I was, let me see, it's a tight fit under here. So when I was under here, I actually popped out those back bolts first, and then I, went more towards the front of the vehicle. I left these ones for last, and then I left these 2 for last, and it actually just kind of waterfalled out into the drain pan. So yeah, give you guys a little more in depth here. It's a very simple job, honestly. A little time consuming because you got to let it all drain out, and then when you drop the pan, still continue to let some of that fluid just drain out. And then when you pop that filter out, more fluid comes out. And I let it pretty much drip until it would stop. I was in no rush. I actually did this the day, well, yesterday, from filming this now. And I still haven't done the, I'm getting ready to pour the fluid back in. But like I said, I just wanted to, you know, film a little bit for you guys and show you what I'm currently doing. So let me get back up top real quick. So yeah, now that we're at the top, right over here is actually where I'm going to be filling it. That's your dipstick basically for the transmission. Yeah, I've been keeping busy, guys. I'm doing projects here and there. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to film a little bit for you guys. Everything's going pretty smoothly. Like I said, it's a pretty simple job. It's not hard at all. And those bolts are not very tight. So you can break them by hand easily. But yeah, like I mentioned, guys, if you're wanting to see that raw footage, go over to my TikTok. I think I got a 10-minute video on it, basically showing every little thing from me actually breaking the bolts underneath the car to dropping the pan and seeing the fluid come out. You'll be able to see, you know, me cleaning the pan, how the fluid looked from when I dropped it, the filter coming out, the, you know, new filter, all that stuff, the gasket. So yeah, if that piques your interest, go on over there. It's 2 Valve Pony Productions, like I mentioned. So yeah. Basically, I just had to, you know, pick and choose which platform I wanted to do the raw footage on. So it's not always going to be my YouTube channel. You know, I go back and forth. Maybe I should have, since it was a little bit longer of a video, I should have maybe done it on this. But, you know, when you're in the moment, you're in the moment. And like I said, like in some previous videos, I do like to film every little thing for you guys. You know, it's a learning experience. Hopefully, you know, you guys learn a few things here and there. Yeah, I know I have a few people that have been following the whole build. But this is basically just a routine maintenance kind of thing. From now on, I'm going to do it probably, you know, every 30,000 miles. I don't see me putting on 30,000 miles on this car anytime soon. So at least I know a peace of mind that I did it and it's done correctly. So maybe I'll do another one actually sooner than that to cycle all that fluid through there. And then maybe do another one sooner than later. But yeah, for now, at least, you know, I know it's being done. New filter, cleaned up that O-ring so it collects every little thing. It wasn't bad. I've seen some crazy ones. There was no chunks or anything like that. It was just the basic, you know, light shavings around that magnet. So yeah, you'll see all that if you go over to my TikTok and watch those. Be sure to follow too. That I definitely appreciate that. Also on here, guys, you know, if you'll like, comment, subscribe, I would definitely appreciate it, guys. It keeps me, you know, pumping these videos out for you guys. I know a lot of time I just ramble on, but sometimes, you know, I just want to get all the information out there for you guys. So yeah, it's definitely been a fun build, guys. This has definitely been fun. When I, you know, bought the car, it was bone stock. There wasn't really nothing on it. There was an old exhaust that I actually took off there and, you know, had it professionally done. But I'm not going to get too much into the video, into that. I'm going to save that for a different video. But this is basically the transmission drain and fill on my 2003 Mustang GT automatic. Very simple, very easy. You could do it at your house. You don't got to pay hundreds of dollars to have it done at a dealership or, you know. So if you guys got just simple, you know, handheld tools even, you don't have to have power tools or anything like that. You could do this job easy. But yeah, this video is getting a little long. Like I said, if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, I would definitely appreciate it, guys. And like always, thanks for watching this video.